we're going to kick it old school and not live stream because we are 0 for 1,000.
All right.
0 for 1,000. But anyway, cheers. We're back.
Cheers.
We're back.
Is this a camera recording too? Boo.
It is. We're here. We're going to be, well, it'll be up tomorrow.
We sat down and started recording immediately. Immediately upon me walking into this room. All right.
So how was your off season?
It was wonderful. Gosh, I don't even remember the last one we recorded. And we didn't plan on taking the off season off. It just happened to work that way.
We did the draft, and then we gave up.
Right, that's right. Like, oh, yeah, we'll talk about the draft, and then this came up, and travel, and then children, and then travel, and then...
And we're like, you know what? Let's enjoy our summers. It's not that there wasn't any news in the NFL world. There absolutely was.
Yeah,
it's just,
there's only so much you can say about training camp.
Yes.
I mean, the Patriots had a pretty interesting training camp.
Did they?
They did, with their new prospect at quarterback.
What was his name again?
McCorkle? No, Drake.
That's
was
right, yeah.
Drake May.
That's right.
You guys had yours, but they named him the starter, like, immediately.
It was, like, perceived that way. Caleb was immediate. Jaden was just, like, I think maybe, like, a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then even though your coach said that Jacoby was being outplayed by Drake, we're still going to start Jacoby.
Yep. I feel like there could have been like one episode, like off-season episode of just like what the comings and goings of training camp and how everything was going. And then you would have, the long and the short of it is Drake should be starting, in my opinion, just because I want to be entertained when I watch on Sundays.
Oh, yeah.
But also our offensive line is complete dog shit, and Jacoby's going to die. He's going to get hurt. But
he did. Against Washington, he got hurt.
He did. He is going to be injured, and Drake is going to come in by like the second quarter of week 2, maybe even week 1.
Really? You think so?
That's my hot take.
I will say that looking at their schedule, they are fucked.
Yeah.
Fucked.
Yeah. Jacoby always gets hurt. I think he's the perfect like stopgap veteran, but he always gets hurt. And he got tackled one time during the preseason, and he got hurt.
That's what I mean. I liked him as the backup last year for Washington. He came in and he did well. And that's better. If you draft a guy at 3, don't you start that?
What are we doing here?
If you draft a guy at 3, you would hope that he would start. But then also I get protecting him because they know the team is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
But I digress. We're back anyway.
We are back. Before we get into the NFL season kicking off in about 1 minute, because I think they delayed kickoff because of thunderstorms. Any highlights from the off season? Not just training camp related, but anything sports or
in any sport?
Sure. Did you watch the Olympics?
There was a basketball team from Boston.
Yep.
That raised banner 18, which you have the hat for. Which I love that hat, by the way.
I love it. I have 2 of them.
Do you?
I do.
You bought the same one twice?
Yeah, I bought it, and then Braden wanted it, but his head's too small, so I just have it.
That's fair. I like it. I dig it.
Yeah.
So that was fun for us.
It was very fun. We watched it together.
We did.
18 years to the day? Was it 19 years?
Was it to the day?
Yeah, it was the same day.
Oh my
617. It's June 17th, yeah, because that's the area code of Boston, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it was...
Wow.
Maybe 19 years maybe? No.
2008, which was
I don't know
2009, really, right?
It was the year of 2009, yeah, to 2024. Someone could do the math.
15 years.
15 years. It was close, roundabouts. So that was neat. We got to enjoy that together. That was a long road. It was a long road.
15 long years.
Yeah.
Only missed the playoffs once, though.
Amazingly, the year, we drafted Marcus Smart. It's crazy. That happened. We did this SmackDown show in Worcester.
Yeah, we did. What a time.
It was a good time.
You sat by yourself. You had a new family.
For a while. I kept sliding over to get better seats, and then it looked like I was with another family.
I did go to Raw last week, that was fun, too.
Yeah. Raw is tough for me because it's a Monday.
And it's 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah, and 11. Oh, my goodness.
I was just thinking because it was kind of a last-minute thing.
Yeah.
And it was in Providence.
Yeah,
I did leave. I only watched, 3 minutes of the Uncle Howdy match.
The main was the main event, yeah.
Chad Gable. And I was like,
Gotcha.
I'm going to beat the traffic. See ya. So that was fun.
Cool.
That was the highlights.
And then the Olympics happened too. Did you watch any of the Olympics?
Absolutely not.
I watched a lot.
Did you?
I did.
Are you an Olympic guy? I never knew this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What?
I love the Olympics. Love it.
You love the Olympics?
I do.
What about the Olympics do you enjoy?
The sports.
But like what though? Like
Well,
what? Like the basketball?
Basketball. I watched basketball. I watched water polo. Watch all the swim because Jess is a swimmer, so she loves swimming.
God, this
Track and
sounds
field.
terrible. No, thank
Some
you.
soccer. Watch the Women's World Cup. I'm sorry, World Cup. Gold medal match. And a few other matches too. Yeah, big fan of the Olympics. The thing that was nice about the Olympics this year is that it was in France, so it was, 7 hours ahead? So all the sports live were like in the middle of the day.
Oh, yeah.
So I just had it on all day. And Peacock and YouTube TV does the multi-view, so you could watch like 10 things at once.
That is pretty cool. I sometimes when the UFC is in Abu Dhabi, which they are going to be next month, the pay-per-views start at like 2.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
It's great.
So like, I feel like a West Coaster. I'm like,
yeah.
shit, it's over by 8. I can still go out. Or go to bed.
Yeah, right. Yeah, these days.
Go to bed.
Shout out All Stars, by the way. R.I.P. That was the highlight half of this year. Our old Sunday direct. What was it called? Sunday NFL ticket stomping grounds. That's what we used to watch.
Yeah,
especially yourself.
All Stars, Warwick.
Yeah. Well, it was. What was the first place we went to?
Oh, the arena.
The arena.
Yeah,
I remember we watched there week 1. The Patriots lost to the Dolphins. I have it ingrained in my brain. I don't know why I do, but I just remember that game that week specifically. Arena. There was one other place before All Stars, or was it just Arena or somewhere else? I feel like there's another place.
I don't know. I know the arena and then All Stars, and then at some point we started watching it off of Mineral Spring. There was a spot near my father's house, but it was just like kind of dumpy, and then we got the Sunday ticket. It's like, this is just easier. Now that it's on YouTube, it's a lot easier.
Yeah. So, but yeah, All Stars and more shut their doors for the final time.
When we were there on that last final night,
we had to be.
What a time!
It was great. It's terrible.
I was gonna say with the World Cup thing, because I went to the Jets Redskins preseason game, and they put it on the screen, so I think it was happening live when they won.
Oh, the women's soccer team.
Yeah, so they put it on. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
but then at some point, I'm like, even though it's preseason, I'm like, okay, like I need to see what the fuck's happening. Yeah, I need to see like the stats of the game.
Oh, okay.
So get it off my fucking screen. I paid money. I didn't pay money for that ticket. It was a gift.
I was trying to get braided into all the different sports. I was excited to watch Jason Tatum play, and then that all shenanigans happened.
Oops.
But I still watched a good amount of it, so it was fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, they're about to play. Oh, we missed the first dynamic kickoff.
Well, I've seen it in the preseason.
Yeah.
Okay, the first official.
I mean, I watched it in the XFL for a couple times.
All right, before this game gets underway, just knock this one out.
Yeah. I got the Chiefs.
I'm same.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want any,
Right. No shenanigans.
People saying that we picked.
Yeah. Until Lamar Jackson can prove to me, personally, that he can beat the Chiefs, I'm not going to.
I would love to see it. But remember last year, the Chiefs, how they started, they looked dead in the water at some point.
Yep.
So just remember that.
Yeah, we kept saying that we kept saying that, they'd probably show up in the playoffs, and they did. Oh, yeah, they got Derrick Henry. God, a lot of running backs. My favorite offseason story is how all these running backs essentially just changed socks, like Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
To them, Tony Pollard went to the Ravens, Saquon to the Eagles.
Yeah. Swift went to Chicago. Gibson went to
the Patriots. You got, what's his name?
Eckler.
It's amazing how all these just like all just like a circle of it. Yep. Zeke went back to the Cowboys. So yeah, pretty
fucking running back 1. He's listed at RB1. Zeke.
And they just
9 years after his prime.
They just signed Dalvin Cook. Oh, I wonder if they're going to throw that flag on the left tackle. So that's a new point of emphasis, which I'm excited to see, is if that left tackle was lined up too far back. Because I remember the Chiefs guy kept doing it. And
they did call that a couple times in preseason, I saw.
Yeah, they called against the Patriots. Was it Okafor, like Chukwuekorfor, like 3 times? You
guys had so many fucking penalties.
Oh, it's brutal.
Against Washington. That was brutal to watch.
Yep. Oh, yeah, illegal formation. There it is. Yep, there he is.
Yeah.
I told you.
Now, what is he a full yard back there?
Yeah, I think his hip has to be aligned with the the hip of the other dude. They said that's going to be a point of emphasis.
Yeah. That makes sense because then you kind of have an advantage over protecting the quarterback.
Half of a yard is
right.
It's like essentially a mile.
Oh, I see it. So he is back a little bit, but I see where he's lined up now, posture wise.
Yeah. So whenever you see the play go live and the flag flies, it's 99% of the time it's legal formation.
Okay.
Very good.
Well, all right. So we're gonna get into picking our division winners. We're gonna go division by division.
Yeah.
Pick our division winners. Mm-hmm. A Super Bowl prediction.
I like that.
And a Super Bowl winner. We're gonna have our beer of the week. We have a Justice hot take.
Yep.
And then we're gonna make our picks for week 1.
Yep.
And First time ever this year.
That's right. Week 1 last year, I think I was on the airplane. That's right, because I watched Aaron Rodgers get hurt on Monday Night Football.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I did the first one by myself.
Yeah.
And I might have to do week 2 by myself.
Yeah, maybe. I'm traveling again just a week later. They get a first time. They did. I was coming somewhere with that, but I forgot.
Okay.
Oh.
Fantasy.
We have
the fantasy corner. Yep.
Although we obviously have no points to talk about or scores.
We can go through our drafts at least for the Cheese League.
And ESPN Fantasy Football was failing a few minutes ago, which always happens when the season kicks off. And then we have the Mo's Money Pick and Joe's Joker.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Bang, bang. All right. Kicking things off with the AFC East. And I'm just going to go in order by, I think it's just, no, it's not. Sorry. I thought it would be listed alphabetically. And then I looked in the North and I go, the Ravens are on the bottom. That makes no sense. Yeah, that's weird. All right. Anyway, Buffalo Bills. Who won the division last year? Was it the Bills?
Yeah.
All right. The Bills lost Diggs. They lost Gabe Davis. I don't see how they get better, but I also think they're going to be in the running for the division. I don't have them winning it.
The Bills lost Diggs
and Davis. And they picked up Curtis Samuel, which I thought was a great number 2 or 3, but then you lost your real 1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't know who they're going to throw it to. Dalton Kincaid over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Curtis Samuel, that's it.
Yeah, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to last the season.
Okay, is that your hot take?
I think it's mild.
Okay.
I think it's I think it's pretty mild. The Bills I feel like will probably win the division again. But
you think they're going to win it again? Really?
I guess I have to like watch some of these teams. I mean, we're going to have to make our picks. I'm going to have to call something. Like I have to see them start playing.
Sure.
Cuz you saw the same thing with the Dolphins last year. Like once you started watching them, you're like, "Oh, okay, they're not that good."
True.
Like
no, I get that. Yep. This is why it's fun because it's our predictions.
Right.
Like blind predictions here. I don't have the Bills winning it. I have them as the runner-up.
Oh.
I have the Dolphins winning this division. I don't know what their schedule is. It is just kind of funny because for the longest time, the Patriots were the team in that division. Everybody else sucked. And now, everybody else is fairly good, and New England sucks.
Yeah, because the Patriots aren't there to beat them up all the time. We've talked about this a lot.
It's not. That's not the only reason. Those teams sucked. I went through the list.
Let's do it again.
It was something astronomical, like 7 playoff appearances from all 3 teams over the course of like 18 years. That's not just the Patriots. You couldn't even catch a wild card. That's pretty fucking bad.
I mean,
that division sucked ass.
Because
outside of a couple years,
the Patriots were always so dominant that these people weren't patient with their quarterbacks. That's why they had to go through quarterbacks like the Patriots. Like we are now in this cycle of the Mac Jones and now Drake May, and then who's next? Who are we going to draft in 3 years? I mean, I have faith in Drake May, but it's just like a cycle of ineptitude at this point. Coaches get recycled, although Mike McCarthy.
But that's not just the Patriots' fault.
It's a 70-30.
You think so?
Yeah, I think it's pretty big.
I don't think
it's the same thing with the Chiefs. All of a sudden, look at the AFC West.
When the fuck were they good?
Who?
The AFC West.
I'm saying all the other teams in the AFC West now are all bad.
They were never really good.
Even last year when everyone's like, oh my God, the AFC West is stacking up. The Raiders, the Chargers, they're all coming after the Chiefs. Then they were terrible.
They were never, I don't think any of those teams were ever good. The Chargers were always like, on the cusp. The Raiders haven't been good in like 20 years. Who else?
Who are we again?
The Broncos. They had fucking the Peyton years.
Broncos are pretty
2 years.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
For 2 years, and that was it.
They're pretty good.
For 2 years.
They went to the playoffs a couple times there. They had Tebow, and they went to the playoffs a couple times.
Dude.
One time.
Yeah, that was pre-Manning.
I'm just saying, even when the Chiefs had a down year last year and won the fucking Super Bowl, they still won the division because they just beat up on.
That's because their division just sucks.
What a coincidence.
I mean,
you don't think that's odd? You don't find that odd?
Not really. They suck.
It's like, what a weird thing. Now all of a sudden the Chiefs are good. It's
so
like,
wait, you think that the Patriots were the reason why that division was so bad?
Yeah, like 70-30.
I don't think so.
I'm sorry.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that hard. Hard.
It's okay.
So who are you picking to win that division then? The Bills?
I'll go with the Bills again.
Okay. Any wild card out of that division?
Probably the Dolphins.
Wow.
Definitely not the Jets. Rodgers isn't going to last the season. And he's also 100 years old.
Here's the thing. I feel like they could be a little bit more competitive with Rodgers, obviously. But there has been multiple reports, and I don't like to read into the gossip, but there's been multiple reports, not even like in 1 week or anything, over the course of the offseason, how fucked that franchise is. Like, with amongst the players and the front office, I don't know.
Yep.
They might win 9 games. I don't know.
He's just weird. He's just weird. I was watching this video of like, Aaron Rodgers 2 years ago led an offense that had no wide receivers whatsoever, and he still made really good throws. I'm like, yeah, that was 2 years ago. Might as well have been a decade ago at this point, especially because he's coming back from a season-ending injury. They signed one offensive lineman in free agency, but I think they drafted a dude, but they haven't really done much else.
And the league was like, you know what? Put him on Monday night again.
Yeah, yeah. Against the 49ers of all teams.
I know. That's going to be wild.
So I'm looking forward to that. Oko, Lamar, first down Lamar, and a lot more.
Woo! Where do you see the Patriots at, though, this year, record-wise?
I thought they were actually better last year than their record indicated, which actually worked out fine because they got Drake May. But they lost 3 games in a row when the other team scored 10 points. You're aware of one of those games.
That was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. There was a lot of things, a lot of coin flips that affected those games. I think they're better, but new coach, all new coaches.
Yeah,
like everywhere. I think the only coach who stuck around was Troy Brown, who is now just like an assistant. I don't even know.
Yeah,
he's not wide receiver coach anymore. So their over under is 4.5. Oof.
But let's just look real quick. Only on the Patriots in Washington, just real quick. We don't have to go week by week, but I'm just curious because when I looked at the schedule, their first 6 to 8 games are boo.
Yeah, we're in trouble.
At the first 4, you're on the road for 3, and the only game that you're at home is Seattle, who's not a fucking sleeper either.
Yep,
or a pushover rather. You're on the road at Cincy, Seahawks, at New York against the Jets, at San Francisco. At home against the Dolphins, Texans, Jaguars, Jets. And then, you kind of get a break with the Titans and the Bears, but the Bears are kind of stocked right now. Then you get the Rams, Dolphins again, Colts, Cardinals, Bills, Chargers, Bills. I said 5 wins. I think you could beat... I don't know what the Jags are going to look like, but I think you could beat the Titans. You could beat the Colts, the Cardinals... And the Chargers are probably. I'd say 5 wins.
Yeah, I can see them taking. That 4.5 is perfect, perfect over under for them where they belong.
Because you got to figure too. I mean, even the same thing I said about Washington. If they went 4-13 this year, I would feel better about it than last year because it's brand new.
Yeah,
it's a new slate. It's not like year 4 of Ron.
Yep.
Or year 29,000 of Bill.
Yeah. If Jacoby starts all season, I take the under. If Drake gets in there, I'll take the over.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yep. Because Drake can win you games. I'm excited.
He looked decent. I mean, again, they were kind of blowing him up. Collinsworth is awful, by the way. God, he's so bad.
He's so bad. But the what's the word I'm looking for? That one play that didn't count because the illegal formation when he ran across his body. I was like, oh my God, that was so good.
He looks like I would start him. at this point. But I said all along, I was like, they're going to start Jacoby.
Yeah.
And they're going to start Jacoby.
They said it from the very, like, literally the beginning, like, oh, we're going to start Jacoby. And then nothing changed.
No. Even, like, he got hurt. He played pretty bad. I saw him, not just the Washington game. I saw something, maybe highlights or lowlights of another game. And I was like,
yeah.
Not good.
Yeah. So I hope. I just as someone who wants to be entertained at 1 o'clock on Sunday, because that's the only like game times we have. We had one Sunday night game. It was the preseason game.
Yeah.
We have one Thursday night game, but other than that, it's all Sundays at 1 and 2, 4, which is great.
Yeah.
I love that, but I just want to enjoy it. I don't want to watch Jacoby. This is gonna be a bad year. At least like last year, like you had even going into it, you guys had expectations. Like maybe we could do something. There's like no hope for the Patriots right now. No. It's just like a lost season. Right.
There's no sympathy from anybody else in the league.
Oh, that's rude.
The AFC North, Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Ravens.
Bengals, Browns, Steelers, Ravens. Yeah.
This could be, potentially, I'm not saying this, but potentially, this could be the division that's got 3 playoff teams.
You think so?
Could be.
I think.
Not Pittsburgh.
No, right. That's what I was going to say.
Not Pittsburgh.
They're finally going to miss the playoffs for the first time in Mike Tomlin's career.
Yeah. I don't see it.
What's his name? Mr. Unlimited already has.
Oh, Russ.
He's already limited. His calf is sore. He had some calf soreness.
They're like, oh, I love his leadership. They made him a captain off his $1 million fucking deal with the Steelers. And now he's got a calf injury.
He's
still nursing.
Such a freaking dweeb. He's such a dweeb. I do not like him. And longtime listeners of this program, they know that. I
know you don't like
Russ.
Russ.
Not even in his like prime years in Seattle. I always thought it was shenanigans. You know this before the program existed.
Yeah,
but he sucks. He sucks so bad.
Yeah, I don't see how he comes back to prominence. He's on his 3rd team. I
don't know what they're expecting. Yeah, exactly. And Baltimore scored. I think Derrick Henry got a touchdown. He sucks. Like I don't know what else to say about him. I don't like him. So they're gonna miss the playoffs. Let's just start there.
Pittsburgh's gonna miss the playoffs. What week do you think Fields comes in? I mean, he might come in week 1 at this point.
Yeah, right.
I'd say like by week 5.
Yeah. After the first month.
And I don't know what their schedule is. I'll just look at it quickly.
But it's like, are they really trying to? It's weird because
I don't
know. Do they feel like they have a roster built to win?
Well, here's the other thing. I don't know what they signed Russ to 1 year, but Fields is in a contract here, and you just traded away Pickett. So obviously you're like, fuck it this year. I mean, my thing is, why not see what you can get out of Fields to see if he's worth giving a contract to? Because he's in a contract here.
Right. Russell, it makes no point giving Russell that.
No.
And the other funny thing is that I don't think there's any quarterbacks in the draft coming up. Like this last season, everyone knew May, Williams, and Daniels. He elevated. He was still there, but he elevated. But like people knew there were quarterbacks coming. I don't know of any dudes who are coming out of the next draft class.
Sanders.
Yeah.
Deion's son. That's pretty much it.
Right.
That I know of anyway, but I'm not a college guy, so.
Yep.
I think it's going to be the Ravens taking the division, but I also think
I agree.
Bengals get the wild card.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, the Ravens look good on that first drive of the season, which means everything.
It does, honestly.
So
who are you picking? The Ravens?
He all career lows as a starting quarterback, and they still
look at that picture. He looks miserable.
So sad.
You picking the Ravens for that one?
Yeah, definitely the Ravens.
Okay. The AFC South. This is a fucking whack division. The Titans, Colts, Jags, Texans. The Jags, as we know, and we talked about on this here program, they had one of the most epic falls. If it wasn't for the Eagles, they would have had the most epic fall of last season. Like, what was it, week 10 or 11? They had the 1 seed.
They were 8-3. They had the 1 seed, and then they missed the playoffs.
The last game, right?
Yeah.
To like a bum team, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I forget who they played.
And I think
it was
I think Lawrence got hurt at some point too. They won one more game, I think. But yeah, they wound up missing. The Texans won the division. Yeah, they could. They all they do was just win, and they got the wild card, and they couldn't do it. But yeah, the Texans won, and the Texans went and got Diggs.
Yep.
And
God, they signed somebody else too.
Yeah, can't think of them. But I have no reason to think that they shouldn't win the division again. Anthony Richardson's coming back for the Colts, but I have to see him stay healthy because I don't think he will.
Yep.
And
I'm curious because they got somebody else, and I was like, oh, man. Running back?
Yeah.
Oh, Mixon.
Yep. That was another guy who changed socks.
Yeah,
Joe Mixon.
Yep.
Pearson,
yeah. I think that is the Texans' division to lose because they have the pieces from last year. They added Diggs. I know Diggs is getting a little bit older, but it's another solid weapon.
Yep.
And you got Mixon. Give me the Texans for the AFC South.
A lot of people are saying, too, that their head coach was the true brains behind the offensive operation on the Eagles with Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
They went to the Super Bowl. So I am curious to see what he cooks up. Who do I have? They got how many? Well, that's a touchdown.
And there's a touchdown for the Chiefs very quickly.
Yeah. Is that Worthy? Is that the rookie? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yes, it is.
Oh, no. They let them trade.
5 plays, 67 yards, 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
And the 49ers, I think it was the 49ers. No. Who traded with the Chiefs to let them get Worthy? They just, oh, no. That's terrible. Oh, God.
It was first round, right?
Yeah.
I forget.
They traded up for him.
Yikes. That was good blocking, too, though.
It was good. A running play, huh? That's interesting.
Yikes.
Well. That's great if they have a good player.
Dang it. You taking the Texans in the...
Yeah, I'll take the Texans. How many? I got wild card right now. Who would I pick? I got the Dolphins. I got the...
Yeah, I didn't do... Let me add that because I think the Bills are going to take wild card. I'm going to put this in my notes.
Because I think the Colts could snag a wild card if AR can stay healthy.
I'm like a 7 seed maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going to say...
they almost went to the playoffs last year. They just lost to the Texans in the last drive.
True.
And all they needed was... And they had Minshew.
I got to come back for the last wild card because I'm not sure yet. But I have the Bills and Bengals right now. AFC West, Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers. Do we even need to talk about it?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't even fucking need to talk about it. Obviously, the Raiders are going to do it.
Right. But the rest of that division is bad because the Chiefs are so good.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't help.
What a fucking horrible take. That's such a horrible take.
So, just saying. Just what a coincidence. All of a sudden, the Chiefs division is so bad, even though the Chiefs is going, oh.
What is that voice? What are you doing?
Like Patrick Mahomes had the worst year of his career, and they still win the division. Oh, wow.
Because their division sucks.
Weird.
Name before the Mahomes thing. When were any of these teams good besides Denver with Peyton?
I'll give you that. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I'll give you that one.
Okay, that answered the question.
And that's it.
Answer the question.
Denver was good for 2 years with Peyton Manning.
It was more than 2. They went to Super Bowl in Super Bowl 50.
That's the one they
also
won.
went to Super Bowl 48.
Yeah.
48, 49, 50. That's 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 years.
All right.
They went to the
That was pre-Mahomes.
Yeah,
too.
But the Chiefs were like decent with Alex Smith. Like they were okay. Even before
Okay,
Mahomes
but we're not talking about the Chiefs. We're talking about the other teams. When were they good? The Broncos had they had a run.
So what year did Alex Smith go to the Chiefs?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because like they've been winning that division pretty handily since he's been there with Mr. And that question is really like when did Andy Reid get there? So.
I guess, but I mean, even all right. So outside, I'm not saying outside. I'm not excluding the Peyton thing. I'm saying before Peyton.
The Chargers are decent with Phillip Rivers too.
Decent, but they like how good were they?
They choked. They're choke artists.
Okay.
Chokers. They're like the Jags right
but
now.
I'm saying, like I didn't think that they had much competition. They were a little bit, I guess, but maybe not as bad as New England. That division was dog shit.
When you have to, like I said, when you have to draft a new quarterback every 3 years.
But that's the decision that these teams are making. They're also like poorly managed.
Right. Yes. And
like the Jets are fucking terrible. Their owner is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck's going on over there.
Like, what's his name? Allen for the Bills did not have a good rookie season, but they finally stayed patient and stuck with him. And they also waited for the Patriots to get bad. So it helped.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I know you have to look at it like we have to beat New England right now. The other team's like we have to beat the Chiefs to get the division.
Yeah, so they load up.
I get that, but it's also like to to me, you're focusing on the wrong
probably
thing. If that's the case, I don't know.
Yeah.
But the Jets are fucking terrible. Just gonna throw that out there.
I mean, they went, yeah.
I was a little surprised at the game too. I know it was like kind of like okay ribbing, but the Jets fans were like, maybe because they were drinking and it was hot out.
Also, it's like, who's the Jets fan?
That's what I'm saying. It's also embarrassing, and I'm not sticking up.
And
for
I know
Giants.
I know two Jets fans.
I do too. Cheese, I love you, but
Love you, Cheese.
it's like you're also like the little brother to the Giants. And I'm not trying to stick up for the Giants,
Yes.
but like you don't even have your own stadium. Maybe it's because it was hot out, people were drinking, but I said it to MVP Laura. I go, I'm a little surprised at the boastfulness. I go, you do realize that you're the Jets, right?
Now, every sport, I can separate the New York teams. So you got the Bronx, you got the Queens for baseball. In hockey, you have Manhattan, where do the Knicks play?
The Knicks?
Yeah, not Knicks, sorry.
The Islanders?
Rangers play
Rangers, yeah.
in the heart of New York. The Islanders play in Long Island.
Mm-hmm.
The Knicks, and then Brooklyn,
Right.
New Jersey, whatever.
Right.
Like I can see where all the differentiation happens. The Giants and the Jets, I have no clue. Like who was like, I'm a Jets fan, and like the Giants were first. The Jets came in. I have to look up the history
because it's usually Jets, Mets, Giants, Yankees. But there are like Cheese is the anomaly. He's a Jets, Yankees.
He's all over the place with those teams. But yes, I worked with a Mets Giants fan, Pete. Shout out Pete. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Back at Citizens. I know I have a friend who lives in Connecticut, who's in Western Connecticut. He's from Western Connecticut. Who's a Giants fan. I'm trying to like, jeez. He's a Giants fan and a Mets fan. This is weird. Why do I know two Giants and Mets fans? But you're right. It usually is that.
Yeah, that's kind of like the anomaly there.
Yeah, that is weird. And then I don't know of any other. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I need to. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like you said, you don't even own the stadium. You're just like little brother. It's weird.
You are. You're the little brother. Do you want
I'm still going. But long story short, the Chiefs are going to win that division, and it's not even a question. I think who's even quarterback for the Raiders right now? I don't know. Is it Minshew?
It's Minshew. Minshew's the starter.
Yeah.
Shout out Minshew. The best backup in the league.
That's right. It was a starter again for the second year in a row. Go get him.
Even that, like, what are they doing?
Right.
Excuse me. That crispy coldness. All right, moving on. NFC East. What do you got?
Speaking of the Giants, wow. It's got to be a different team. It's probably going to be the Eagles.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say. Yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you something about those Dallas Cowgirls.
Yep.
So much drama already.
I know.
So apparently they paid CD after, some back and forth with Jones.
Yep.
They haven't paid Dak or Parsons, right?
Correct. Definitely
I know
haven't paid Dak. I know that.
They definitely haven't paid Dak. I think it's going to be a shit show. I think Dak will be okay whether he has a contract or not. I think he'll still play to win the game.
Yep.
Herm Edwards. But I think what could happen is if they start off, and if you look at their schedule, I remember seeing they could be 2-2 after 4, and they could be like 4-4 after 8. If you're sitting at 4-4 halfway through the season, what the fuck is your incentive? If you're Dak without a contract,
oh right,
and you're McCarthy with
no
contract either, at 4-4, what the hell is your incentive?
Yeah, he is. Mr. McCarthy is just a dead man walking. That is Bill Belichick's team in a year. I
think so.
Pretty sure that's what's gonna happen.
I think they bottom out. I think I still said 10-7.
Yeah, because he'd love to have a guy like a Parsons.
Yeah.
How do you not pay Dak? You like what's the alternative?
I don't know. Again,
Trey Lance.
Like, do you think you can do better than Dak? I'm not saying Dak is Mahomes or whatever, but do you think you can do better than him?
Right.
with a thin quarterback class coming out,
Yeah.
who the fuck is out there? I mean, even free agency, there's nobody out there. Unless they get Russ, because he's going to get caught.
Yeah. My guess is he'll get paid eventually. I just don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
I got the Eagles.
Yep. No wild cards out of there to me.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see Dallas bottom out.
Yeah,
Originally, I said 10-7.
I could see
They could sneak.
Actually, you know what? I could see your team snagging a 7th spot because I'm excited for Jaden Daniels. I think he's gonna have a good rookie season. I drafted him in my fantasy league as my backup, and he's more of like it's like more of like a next year kind of thing because he can be a good keeper.
True. Right now, I'm going to say the Cowgirls get a wild card spot, but I'd love to see them not.
Mm-hmm.
I think Philly retooled. I mean, they signed A.J. Brown. What's his face?
Saquon.
The other, who's their other wideout? I'm blanking.
Devontae.
Yeah, Smith. Sorry, Devontae Smith. They got Saquon. They got Jahan Dotson.
That's right. Yeah, that was a.
Let me tell you something. You get traded in division, we ain't worried about you. We ain't fucking worried about you because Philly did that with McNabb to us. We ain't fucking worried about Jahan Dotson.
That's
sorry,
fair.
no hate, but I mean, whatever. I love that too, by the way. If I can rant a little bit about Washington,
yeah,
I love that they're just non-committal on whoever the fuck was there.
Yeah, like what do you guys do? You see them continuing to bottom out, or like I know they're starting fresh. Like it's all fresh. The coaches, the front office, they just fired that VP of content.
Yep, bye, goodbye. Been there for you. And it sounds awful because you would hate that with your company if a new ownership comes in. But there's certain guys like they just extended Sam Cosmi, good move. They kept Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Terry McLaurin. They kept some guys around. Tressway.
Yeah, it's interesting because the Patriots did the same thing where they signed Barmore and then he had the blood clot, so he's out for the year. They traded Judon. See ya.
Yep.
So our defense front line is fucking ravaged. They re-signed Duggar and Peppers. So yeah, they got like a couple like glue guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they're just gonna draft and develop.
That's it. And I like that. I like that mentality. But even a guy like Jahan who got drafted 2 years ago,
yeah,
they're like first round.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye. I think Forbes. If Forbes has if he starts off shaky, he's gone this year too. Bye. But I love that. I love that they're just like, bye.
Bro, yeah.
We don't care where you were drafted, whatever. If you're not fitting, goodbye.
Yeah.
I love it. So, all right. NFC North. This is going to be an interesting one. Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings. Vikings, obviously, they drafted JJ. JJ got hurt. I think they were going to start Darnold anyway, I heard.
Yep.
So
I am not a Darnold believer at all. Speaking of the Jets again.
Why?
He sucks. He sucks. I remember when he was his last year of college, everyone's like, oh, this Darnold kid on USC is, he's one of the next big things. He's going to be a top 10 quarterback, top 5, whatever. And I watched the game, and I'm just like, a USC game.
Yeah.
I was really thinking, this dude sucks. He looks bad.
Well, it's also, there is a thing about USC quarterbacks.
That's true.
We've said this since 1987. Name the best one. Carson Palmer.
Done. Yep. And then Matt Castle, who never even started a game for them.
Nope. Matt Leinart.
Bad.
Right. I don't think nobody's panned out. Carson Palmer had the best
Barkley,
career.
Bad.
Barkley, yeah.
Yeah. And and the one thing and I don't really subscribe to the Reddit post, but there was one person on there who one time said that Darnold, they just said they went to school with him, and they just said, he's fucking dumb. Like, he's just dumb. He's just a dumb guy. And like they're like, I don't know how to, and that's what made me feel like I believe this person, because they're just like, I don't know how it's to explain this. He's just dumb as like a box of rocks. And that's why he's not good. And I believe that. And I will always believe that.
We also didn't beat up on Zach Wilson, so he's somehow...
Where is he?
Denver.
Is he still there?
I'm surprised.
Did he make the team? Wow.
Well, because they did away with the emergency quarterback thing, right? So now some teams carry 3. Like Washington has 3 now.
Yeah, Bo Nix has been like lighting up the charts in preseason, but it's like they play vanilla defense in preseason. You're playing third stringers. Like, don't get excited about that stuff. Just make sure that. My thing is like, are they making the right reads? Are they going through all that fun stuff? But like, dude's getting like 3 touchdowns in a preseason game is not impressive to me.
No.
Mac Jones is crushing it as the backup of the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Fucking give me a motherfucking break. Speaking of USC quarterbacks, though, is Caleb going to break the mold here?
With all that talent they've surrounded him with, I sure hope so. I don't think Minnesota's going to do anything. I think they're screwed.
That could be a division that's got 3 teams in the playoffs.
Yeah, I could see Packers. I could see Packers, Bears. That's
no Lions?
Oh, of course, yeah. Actually, you know what? I might say that. I might say Lions, Packers, Bears. That's my decision.
I think the Lions are going to take the division. I think Chicago and Green Bay might have a tiebreaker.
How I forgot about the Lions. I don't know. Yeah, probably because I just think
because they're the fucking Lions up until like last year. Nobody gave a shit about them. So I'm gonna say that might be my 3. I'll say the Bears. So I got the Cowgirls sneaking a wild card, so they can inevitably get their ass kicked against probably the Bears or the Packers again, which would be so cute. Or maybe not. It depends on what seed they get, I guess. That's going to be an interesting division. I mean, Chicago's got to be happy with that. They drafted well.
Yeah, they got Keenan Allen. They drafted Dunze, who dropped to them because of the Penix. Did we even mention that division yet? No, we haven't. No, we haven't got that far. Because they took Penix, the Falcons. They got Roma Dunze. They have DJ Moore. Like
they extended him.
They got DeAndre Swift. Yeah. Yeah, their wide receiver 3 is better than the Patriots' wide receiver 1. So,
yes,
that.
Yes,
accurate. Yep.
I will say too with the wide receiver talk with Ayuk. Supposedly, the Niners wanted a wide receiver in exchange. Yeah. So for Washington, they wanted Terry. They didn't want Dotson. They wanted anybody else. Then people were like, "Why didn't you just trade Dotson like a pick or something and get Ayuk?" They wanted Terry. And obviously going to say no. Like, I don't want I'm going to give up Terry for Ayuk.
Yep. I don't know. Like, I've heard all the accolades for Ayuk, but I don't really see it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just blind, but I don't see him as like a top 5 guy now that he's getting paid like one.
It's okay to get paid. It's just like a guy like Terry, Washington ain't going to get rid of him.
Right.
He has performed every year with fucking bums.
Yeah.
Fucking bums. Jaden is going to be his best shot at a stable, barring an injury, quarterback who can throw the fucking ball and move that offense. On to the NFC South.
Here they are.
Falcons, Saints, Bucks, Panthers. I got the Panthers taking this division.
Oh my God.
I couldn't even fucking straight face that
one. I can if Cousins is healthy, I can see the Falcons winning it.
Stop it. Stop yourself.
If he's healthy, it's a pretty big caveat.
That guy has robbed the league blind for years.
How many playoff wins?
Fucking one. $500 million. $500 million for one fucking playoff win. Dak has double the playoff wins that Kirk has. Two. It's double.
Yep. That's fair.
If my math serves me correctly, Mrs. Zambuco would be very proud of me.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. It's between the Falcons and the...
it's gonna be the Bucks.
The Baconeers. I'm gonna take the Baconeers out of principle because I'm still mad at the Falcons for taking the 9th overall pick, whatever it was.
Fucking stupid. I also have the Tampa Bakers. Although I do hope that they lose week 1 for an obvious reason. NFC West: Rams, Cardinals, Niners, Seahawks.
49ers. Yeah. They have no reason not to.
Yeah, I don't really see much other competition. Although you're going to get a healthy Kyler. Geno, the Rams. I'm not sold on the Rams anymore. I feel like their ship has sailed. Okay. So that is... I didn't pick a third. I'm going to pick... Colts are... No, I'm going to go Colts.
Whoa.
For the last playoff spot. I was going to go Browns, and I said, fuck that. All right, Super Bowl matchup. Go.
All right. I'll just start by saying I don't think the Chiefs are gonna go back to back to back. I just can't see that happening because it hasn't happened in the history of the league. So I'll say no. Maybe they can make it. It's possible but someone has got to step up.
Step it up.
That's
people.
right. Lamar just fumbled it, so that was.
Yep. So I'm not gonna pick that.
Right. Oh boy. Ugh. Let's go with the Ravens. I will pick the Ravens.
The Ravens versus
the Lions.
Ooh, all right. So we're close.
Those are both losers of the championship games last year.
Right. And who comes out as the winner of Super Bowl 900?
Probably the Ravens.
Ravens. Okay.
Yeah.
I have the Bengals because I think the Bengals have a better shot at beating the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
So I have Bengals, Lions.
Ooh.
And I'd say the Lions.
That'd be fun. I'd root for that.
I would too, but I feel like matchup to matchup, the Bengals are the better team on paper. But, they got Motor City Dan Campbell. I'm going to say the Lions win the Super Bowl. Isn't that fucking crazy?
That is crazy. You're insane.
I'm just super wild over here. All right. Let's go to our I gotta remember these buttons.
Nice.
Yeah. All right. Beer of the week, which is going to be yours. It seems like a new one.
Yeah, this is definitely new. This is the Athletic Brewing Co. non-alcoholic Oktoberfest Fest Brew.
Now, you're like an Oktoberfest pumpkin beer kind of guy.
I like the Sam's Oktoberfest and the Shipyard's pretty good.
All right. So how does that stack up as an NA?
It's decent. I feel like I can tell it's an NA.
Okay.
Which is not great. I might be also just getting used to it by now because we've had so many. We've had so many of these. But I still like it. It's good.
Okay.
What do you got?
Shout out Athletic. I'm doing the Run Wild. What is the other one that we enjoyed?
Reliable.
What was the other one that we enjoyed?
The other IPA.
It was another Athletic that was not Run Wild. It wasn't an IPA.
It wasn't light.
No. It was like an orange.
Like the Sarah Voss.
Maybe it was
something like that.
Was it Free something?
Or Hazy.
Hazy something?
Is it Hazy IPA? Oh, Free Wave or something like that?
Something like that.
Yep.
That one and this one are like my two go-tos.
Yeah, that one's their most popular, I feel like.
This one I see everywhere.
Yeah.
And it tastes like a beer. It tastes like an IPA.
Yeah.
And honestly, this is going to be probably, if I crack one open, this is going to be my Sunday beer of choice because we are limiting our drinking this entire year.
Wow, the entire year, huh?
Oh yeah, I've limited it already to just 6 days this whole year.
Wow.
And I don't plan on drinking again until maybe December, but don't even know about that.
That's impressive.
But you're also dumbing down, you said?
Yeah. I'm trying to cut out the sugar and then the alcoholic intake, just in general. But with the NAs, it makes it a lot easier. But it's just like because I hadn't had rum and Coke in a long time because I was like a Friday night, Saturday night, and we're just home and the kids are in bed.
Yeah,
I'll have one of those, but I hadn't had it in a long time. And then I had one the other night, and I was like, ugh. It was like so I don't know what it was. If it was like the sugar and the Coke or what, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I legitimately poured it out.
Wow.
Like more than half was left.
What did you drink at All Stars? Just regular beer?
Beer.
Yeah.
Oh. I got the Guinness, which I enjoyed. But yeah, that'll be my last time for a while.
Guinness makes an NA.
Yeah, my brother said it was terrible.
I can imagine. But see how you noticed that tasted like an NA? I feel like it would be that on steroids.
Here's the problem is I need to know. I might have to bring my Guinness glass for that because it's different. You can't drink just Guinness out of a can. It's weird. You need to.
Do they make cans of Guinness?
Yeah, they had a little stopper in it so you could pour it upside down and it comes out of the
That's
stopper.
too much fucking work.
I've enjoyed them.
Crack the thing and drink it.
The problem is it's expensive, so I never get it.
That's fair. I like the Athletic. You put me onto that. You started drinking this a while ago.
Yep.
And I don't think I ever really partook in
I brought it to your cookout.
Yeah, you did.
Was it 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
Because John Moxley sponsored it.
Right. And it took me until like January, but I'm like, God, they've nailed the market on NAs.
Oh, yeah. I did one of my fantasy drafts on Monday, and one of my league mates had an athletic.
Really?
Yeah. She was like, "Oh, I think hers was like their summer version or some like whatever their summer beer was." And I had that Run Wild in a light.
It's solid though.
It is.
And like bars carry it and shit.
Yeah, the bar at the airport at Logan carries it.
Oh, really?
So I will be getting it when I fly out on
Are you leaving
Monday.
on Monday?
Yeah, Monday, yeah.
Of course.
Right at 5. I might be in the hotel. I might be there.
God, we can't even get a live stream going. You think we're going to do this fucking
Get a
remote?
quick little 45-minute Zoom.
Jeez. All right, well, beer of the week. Let's head over to our fantasy corner really quickly and at least discuss what we had our draft.
Yeah, let me see if I got to see if ESPN Fantasy might still be down. This happens the week 1 every year.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
People care that much.
Well, I don't know if people being a-holes or what, but I literally can't get in.
Still.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Okay, well, I think so. I'm an auto draft guy. I auto drafted in both leagues. I didn't really check the other league that we did the draft, I think, last night. The Cheese League, I got. Who did I get?
His league is wilder than ever.
Tyreek Hill. My team name is Trick or Reek Neighbors because I have Tyreek and I have Neighbors, Malik Neighbors.
Wow.
Who else do I have? My quarterback is Lamar, I think. I have Kittle as my tight end.
Okay.
I got Stevenson as my running back.
That's not loading.
I think I got Dustin Hopkins as my kicker, which is very important in that league because they
took,
max out the points.
I took Butker, who just kicked the field goal, so that's a lot of points for me. I would let you know how I was doing, but it's still not loading for me. I was trying to check my lineup and it wouldn't do anything. But in my my money league, I have a pretty solid team. I'm pretty happy about. I messed up one spot where I was like, maybe I should get that. I took the wrong. In my opinion, I think I may have. I wish I could have that pick back.
That's fair.
To say that.
Gotcha.
But everything else seems to be doing okay so far. But yeah, that's also not loading. That's a different app. That's a sleeper app.
God, that's so ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Get off your apps as we're trying to get on.
Seriously.
All right, well, we'll have some updates on the fantasy.
Yeah, I'll have to come back to that next week.
Okay. Do you have a hot take?
I do.
From your wife, Jessica.
Yes. She said there's going to be a major injury week 1. She doesn't know who, but she feels one coming.
I feel like that is, I mean, last year was obviously Rodgers, right? That was the big one.
Yep.
If you were to take a guess.
Rodgers again.
Can you imagine? Yo, that's awful.
Yeah.
If they did it again, they put him on a Monday night again against the San Francisco 49ers, which is not a pushover. I don't understand. I'm trying to think. It's always a quarterback, though.
Yeah.
Richardson got hurt. He played like 5 games or so. He got hurt.
McCarthy already got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it'll be Williams. I don't know. We'll see.
That would be awful.
It would be.
If it was Jaden, I would cry. Just
yeah.
So many tears.
I mean, I feel for Vikings fans. I really do.
But they weren't going to start JJ.
No, but it could have been the same Drake May situation of it comes in after like 3 or 4 weeks or something like that. And yeah, they also, I mean, Darnold has weapons over there. He should be better, but he's not going to be because he's dumb.
Because he's dumb. So dumb. Somebody said he was dumb.
He's dumb. He's like, I don't know what to tell you. He's just fucking dumb. He's just
they
dumb.
went to school with him?
Yeah. You see like guys all the time, like, oh, yeah, I played. I went to school with him, and he was always a nice guy. He was always this and that. And no, this is fucking dumb.
Just fucking
I wish I could find the post.
That's funny. All right. Well, major injury coming week 1
yeah,
per Jessica.
Whoa.
I will let you run through the week 1 schedule to make our picks. Wait, which one is our picks? That wasn't the one.
Blew it.
That wasn't. I did.
I think it's that one.
You sure?
I don't know.
No,
you just pressed it like a minute ago. What?
No, you just said it was that one.
Well, you just hit it on me.
This is the money pick. That's the one.
Oh, I thought green was
Son
money.
of a. I know I should have moved
I thought it was
All right.
for money.
make our picks for week 1.
All right. I'm on ESPN. I'm trying to find NFL schedule. Oh, this is always fun. No, I'm going to go back now because I saved this all. Last year, week 1, I went. Oh, I didn't pick week 1. That's right, because I was on the airplane. I think I sent you a couple, but I was very quick with it.
Yeah.
So, all right. Week 1, I didn't have picks. Week 2, I went 7-8, and then I was 11-5. So let's see how I do week 1. It's a brand new season.
Brand new season.
All right. We already got the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, we picked them. So I'll just go to the next one.
Yeah.
We have a Friday game this year, which is in Brazil, which is dumb.
And especially when it's at Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's stupid. And apparently, the soccer team who plays here doesn't want them to wear green because of like a rivalry they have with another soccer team.
That is stupid
dumb.
already.
Yep. So look, the Eagles are the home team, but they're wearing their black helmets and their white jerseys. And Green Bay is the away team, so they can wear green.
I'm going to just say this. I'm sorry. This whole soccer fans overseas, get off your fucking high horse.
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
Yep. Now, I know people say, a lot of people in America, fans are wild and crazy and stupid and stuff, but it's like, you should hear what they do overseas. Like, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, they have a term called tragedy chanting. Like, a Premier League in England, their fans will chant at the other fans about a tragedy that occurred at their stadium where, like, 98 people died. It's fucked up. It's messed up.
I mean, I do like the freedom of speech aspect, but I also, like, these things are stupid. Like, when people are getting killed at games, and it happens in the NFL sometimes, or in America sometimes too, I get it. But, like, they are so wild over there.
It's like, imagine going to a game and you chant at the other team of, like, someone's chanting at you about the station nightclub fire. Like, that's the equivalent. Because that was 100 people, and it was 98 people in the Liverpool. And this is Liverpool I'm talking about. Like, it's called, like, the Hillsborough disaster or something, like, where, like, some stands collapsed. It's just nuts.
Yeah, it's wild.
Nuts. But yeah, I agree. You guys got to relax. And this is South America. That's England. France got in trouble for some stuff. Yeah, it's just gross.
Not good.
Nope, not good at all. But take it back to football.
Take it back to football.
I'm gonna go this early in the season. These could be 2 playoff teams that actually meet in the playoffs.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna go with the Eagles this early because they're the home team.
I am as well. I feel like they're retooled. They should win this. Although I don't love the overseas games, and I also don't love it in week fucking 1.
I know, that's ridiculous, dude.
I think that's
so
awful
silly
to make those teams.
I agree.
Do that in week fucking 1.
Yep, and they're not even like
anything for a buck.
Yeah, and that's also on Peacock. So
tomorrow, Friday, which by the time this airs tonight at 8:15.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to say that the Lions are 2-point favorites. I'm sorry, the Eagles are 2-point favorites.
Yep.
All right, then I gotta find a money pick in here somewhere and think of your Joker pick too.
Yep. So
no Saturday games because college is back as well. If you're into that kind of thing, Saturday. I'm sorry. Oh God, I can't talk. Sunday. We have a if you're a Red Zone fan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 1 p.m. games.
Yikes. Starting
with the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the Hotlanta Falcons. The Falcons are 3.5-point favorites.
Give me Atlanta because I don't have faith in either of these franchises, but also Pittsburgh starting Russ makes no sense to me. Give me the Falcons.
Yep. There is a possibility. Excuse me.
Bless your heart.
Thank you. That I come back to this as my money pick if I cannot make a better decision as we go. Because
okay,
I don't trust
I dig it.
Steelers at all. And then we have the Arizona Cardinals, who we didn't even talk about in the divisions because they were really bad last year, traveling to the Buffalo Bills of New York.
Give me the Bills.
Bills
at
are
home.
6.5-point favorites.
Yeah, easy. Give me the Bills at home.
Yep. Bills over. I'm doing the same thing you did. I'm trying to pick who they're playing over. And then next, we have the Tennessee Titans traveling to the Chicago Bears. Bears are 3.5-point favorites. I think I'm going to go with Tennessee on this one.
Ooh.
I think the Bears, one of these teams is going to fall flat in their face. And I'm just going to say it's the Bears.
I think Caleb's got 3 touchdowns.
Whoa.
They win at home.
Wow.
It's probably not even going to be close. It's going to be like 28-12 or some shit.
Ooh, so our first disagreement, lovers quarrel. I like that. Titans over Bears. I forgot the Bears aren't doing the big C anymore. They're doing the little bear face.
That's cute.
And then we have the New England Patriots traveling to the Cincinnati Bengals. I believe Jamar Chase is practicing again. Cincinnati is 8.5-point favorites. I think the Bengals will win, but I think the Patriots might cover.
What is the spread on this one?
8.5.
I think the Bengals cover that. I got the Bengals winning that one.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, sir.
Then we have a good old-fashioned division rivalry with the Houston Texans traveling to the Indianapolis Colts. Houston favored by 3. I have Houston winning, but I could see the Colts covering.
I got the Texans in that one. It should be a good game if Richardson's back. I think it'll be a good game.
Part of me wants to say Indianapolis, but I'm not gonna. And then we have the Battle of Florida. The Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins by 3.5.
I think that's low.
I think that Jacksonville is going to pull this one out.
You are smoking crack cocaine.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I don't think it's even going to be close. I think Miami is going to bludgeon the Jaguars. It's going to be 38-10.
Wow. Because with week 1, it's still
it's like dress rehearsal.
Yeah, it's like an extension of the preseason. So one of those will work out.
Yeah,
I have faith. Then we have the Carolina Panthers traveling to the New Orleans Saints. Saints by 4. Going with the Saints. I don't know what the Panthers did, if anything.
No idea. Saints at home. I don't think the Saints are going to be very good either, but they're not Carolina bad.
Yeah. Yes. That's a good point. Who's their quarterback this year? That's probably a good question.
Carolina?
No, the
Carr still, right?
Oh, you're right.
But they do have, I forget who their backup is.
Oh, Kelsey just caught it. They're going to show her. Here
we go.
Where is she? There she is.
Look at in her double denim uniform. Like this is 1999.
It's so stupid.
It's so stupid.
Another year of the shenanigans.
I just can't.
I know.
It's just ridiculous. It's like she's a prop.
It's weird.
I mean, there's other girlfriends and wives in the stands that never get shown. I don't know.
He's really good at getting open when Mahomes is on the run. It's like annoying.
It is nice, though, that Patriots fans are finding a team to get sick of, like the rest of us.
That's fair. That's what Drake. That was off to pass interference, but they won't call it. That's what Drake May can do. He can extend a play, wait for someone to get open, and then boom. That's what I'm hoping for.
It looks like Worthy's going to be a fucking problem.
Oh no.
Let's see. I wanted to see the replay, but
anywho. Then we got this is the battle of the suck. Minnesota Vikings traveling to the New York Giants. Minnesota by 1.5.
I'm gonna take the Giants because I think, they got Neighbors. I think he's the real deal. Minnesota's got Darnold, who's your boy.
Yeah, I'll take the Vikings. He's dumb Arnold, but the problem is the Giants have an even dumber. Dummy.
I know. Listen, I could regret that one.
Danucci isn't walking through that door. Your boy.
That's your boy. That is your boy.
And then we go to 4 o'clock. We got 4 games. Well, 2 at 4:05, 2 at 4:25. They did say that for Red Zone, because people that watch Red Zone, sometimes they only have 2 games at 4 o'clock, and they hated it because there's only 2 games to go back and forth on.
Right.
I guess now they're always going to have 3 or more games at 4 o'clock.
Oh, wonderful. And guess who got the 4:30 game?
Oh, boy. Awkward. We'll get to you. We got the Denver Broncos traveling to the Seattle Seahawks.
You didn't do the Raiders.
I did. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Las Vegas should be Los Angeles Raiders traveling to the fake Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers by 3.
I feel like they lost everybody, but it's also Herbert.
Yeah, but he has that foot. His foot has been acting up. I'm going to say Raiders.
I got Chargers over the Raiders.
Because what's going to happen.
What?
The Chargers are home, but they're not going to
They're not home. Yeah.
There's going to be way more.
They're homeless.
How'd you not intercept that? There's going to be way more Raiders fans there. That's going to be sad.
I've only picked one underdog, and it was the Giants. I really should reconsider my life right now.
I try to slather in some. Look, you should have intercepted this.
Excuse me.
I should have.
It's right there.
Yeah, I try to slather in some underdogs.
That's fair. I might have another one coming, actually.
Good.
Next.
Let's count if it's your boys. Oh, my kicker again.
It's not. But I'm picking them, too.
But that's going to be a funny game. I hope I can watch that because I want to see the Raiders just own that stadium. Holy shit.
You won't be able to watch that one. My guess is it's usually a 425 game that's on the local.
We're going to get the...
You're probably going to get Dallas or Washington.
Yeah,
it should be Washington because it's East Coast.
Closer, yeah, we're going to get Dallas.
But you're going to get Dallas.
Wait, no. CBS.
No. I think Fox has the...
It says right here on ESPN anyway. CBS is the Raiders and...
Yeah, but we get a 425 game.
You're on Fox.
Yeah.
So
but I think you're going to get Dallas on local television, I'm saying. I think you're going to get the Cowboys and the Browns.
Yeah, on Fox.
Yeah.
But the Raiders are on CBS.
No, I know, but don't they only do... There's usually 2 1 o'clocks.
Mm-hmm.
And there's only 1 4 o'clock.
I thought we usually get... Sometimes we get 2.
Sometimes they do like 1
You're
1
right,
o'clock
though,
and 2 4 o'clocks.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. I forgot about that.
I don't think they do 2 and 2.
Well, I might spend $11 on the Sports Plus for YouTube TV to get Red Zone.
Bam.
So I'll let you know how that goes.
Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see. Now that Braden's a year older, I think he'll be able to watch with us the Patriots more this year without getting like bored or mad that he can't watch his stuff.
Yeah.
The problem is that Ella is a monster. She is a monster. We had soccer practice today.
Yep.
And we put her down and she just runs. She's trying to climb chairs, tables.
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Yeah.
She's making her own TLC match.
She cannot be contained. So I'm a little concerned how it's going to go with her. She might be napping for the Patriots game, but those 4 o'clock games, it's going to be tough.
But you don't have many, right? You have mostly 1 o'clocks. There you go. Just shift the nap time.
Oh gosh. Next 4:05 game is Denver at Seattle. Seattle by 6.
Give me
Seattle at home. I guess I'll take Seattle.
Give me the Broncos.
Wow.
Over the Seahawks.
That's an underdog.
Told you I had another one coming.
Sure you did. That's a big one. 6 is big. That's a big one. Then Dallas at Cleveland.
Cleveland's favored.
Whoa.
Cleveland is favored over the Dallas Cowgirls. That's wild.
I'm picking the Cowgirls.
Oh, God. I don't want to. But I might. Ooh. Yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Mo's money pick.
Yep, that seems... I have to log in. I will make this bet, though, on this
You're going to bet Dallas as the underdog against the Cleveland Brownies.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I like it. I'm going to also pick the Cowgirls. I'm surprised that they're not favored.
Me too. That's why I'm going to take them. Because even if they lose by 1, what do I care?
That's a good pick.
Because there were some other ones in there I was looking at, but it never really spoke to me until that one came up.
Got you.
Alrighty, and then we got your boys, the Washington football team of the Redskins Commanders, traveling to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay's 3.5. I think you guys are going to surprise them.
Same. Tampa Bakers, Joker pick of the week.
Wow.
Bias. It's like Washington's my little Nepo baby for this one. Nepo baby. Give me Jaden Daniels and the Washington Redskins over the Tampa Bakers.
Nice.
It's going to be a close game, though. It's going to be like 28-24 or 24-21 down to the wire.
Wow. All right, I made the bet on the Cowboys. So.
Also, last year, if you listened last year and you followed these here bets, you would have made money because Mo came out on top last year.
I sure did.
So make your bets.
Yep. I actually did pretty well against the spread. I think I was like 18-9-1.
That's pretty good.
19-9-1, something like that. Yeah. $5 a pop, really cruising. And then we have the old Matthew Stafford Bowl, where the Los Angeles Rams travel to the Detroit Lions. Lions by 4.5. I'm taking the Lions.
Same. This happened last year too, and I think I picked the Rams.
I think it happened in the playoffs, right?
No.
Oh,
it did. And I picked the Rams. I don't know why. Sorry.
Same.
I gave up on Detroit. But not this year. I have him as my Super Bowl winner.
That's true.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yep.
I'll take the Lions on that one.
Nice.
The over-under is 52.5. That's pretty sizable.
Yeah, the biggest one is that one, I think, and the smallest one is, I think, the Falcons in Pittsburgh at 41.5.
Yeah, there's a few that are 41.5.
I remember the Patriots-Jets game. It was like windy, and I took the under. And I won on that one too.
I would think, looking at this, the lowest scoring one for the weekend would be the Vikings and Giants. I would think.
That one is also 41.5. So yeah, I could see it. Cool.
I would take the under on that.
Yeah. Do you want me to make a bet for you on one of these games? Okay, I will. It's $5. I'm
really?
I'm up $30 from last year, so I didn't do big money.
I would take the under on Minnesota and the Giants. If at 41.5, okay, I'm not seeing that.
Darnold versus
it's gonna be like fucking 13-10.
Let's write this down so we remember. So it was, where is it? Vikings Giants under. Oh, it's 41 here. I'll still feel safe.
Yeah, fucking take that under. Take that under.
Cool. Got it. All right, locked it in.
Got him.
And Lamar. All right.
You got one more. You got a Monday nighter.
Oh, whoops, my bad.
Which is on ESPN Plus too. It's great. I can watch it.
They're not doing the back-to-back thing, which is neat. I'm sorry, the two Monday night games. Oh, probably because they're doing the Friday game.
Yeah.
So yeah, the New York Jets of football are traveling to the Santa Clara 49ers. Traveling from the East Coast to the West Coast. Aaron Rodgers is going to get hurt. Taking the 49ers.
Low spread on that one.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I think the Niners are just going to be too much. I think Rodgers makes it through the game.
Mm-hmm.
Hot take. But I don't. I think the Niners are just. You look at them on paper. They're just too much. They're too much.
Yep.
So give me the Niners.
Cool.
So actually, it may be a stream during that game. I don't know if I can get the audio working. But I'm going to record during that game because on ESPN Plus I can actually watch it.
Yeah, that's
what
neat.
A time.
I'm glad they're doing that. I mean, this is the season that you really gotta get all these streaming services. We got Peacock,
Amazon, Netflix has the Christmas game, so you got to have Netflix. Next 3 years they have the Christmas.
That's right. I don't think I'll be watching on Christmas.
Depends on what the games are. Depends on where I am too. Actually,
it's just so Christmas is just busy. Hard.
It's true.
Like, also fringing on the NBA territory there.
That's what I didn't love either because the Celtics are going to be on. I think they're playing the Sixers.
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, we're back. The MOJO show's back.
Yep.
Sharing is caring.
Yep.
So share the video, share the channel, get our subs up.
Yep. All the way up.
We're going to be streaming. We're going to stick to Mondays. I might be solo next Monday.
Right.
So I can find somebody to fill in. As a part-timer. But, yeah, like, comment.
Share, subscribe.
Yeah, get your picks in, too.
Oh, yeah.
Send us an email.
Ooh.
We have our email in the description of this here video.
Yep.
And the audio's up every Tuesday.
Just not this week.
Afternoonish. Just not this week. It's going to be up on Friday, and then next week might be up on Tuesday.
Yep. This is a special live show. That's not so live.
Yep, so we'll see you next week.
Bye.